Well, listen, it's Lawn and Garden Week presented by Frattallone's Hardware and Garden, and this is the time.
So our next guest wants to get you ready for when the temperatures drop. You know, winter's coming. Even further dropping than today. It's getting to winter. It's coming up.
It's a little bit of a shock.
It's coming up.
So Chris Kanan with OPE, It's Mow Time, is joining us with a couple of tips to make sure your lawn is ready for the winter ahead. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Thanks for having me back.
Listen, Chris is the guy. Remind everybody about kind of the blowing up of this on social media.
This whole thing just started squarely as a joke, and it just kind of blew up, and here we are. And yeah, just love to give tips, love to help people, and here we are.
Very good.
Yeah.
This is exactly what I needed because I know I hear winterize your lawn, but I'm like, doesn't that naturally happen?
Yeah.
Somehow?
For most.
Yeah, okay. So these are things that you can do to sort of optimize your lawn for next year. Is that what we're working on?
Correct, yeah. And let's enjoy fall, right? Because it's day, like Leah said, it's day one of fall. Let's remember, it was 90 degrees just yesterday. So, yeah, we enjoy fall, and the lawn, in my mind, should never be a chore, right? And a lot of people look at it, so I always try to keep it simple. Silly, because I probably can't say the other word, but keep that KISS method to the lawn. And fall is that sneaky time period where everyone wants to get everything done before winter, just like as you said before the break. And there are a lot of key components to fall that would really help boost your lawn for next year.
Okay.
So it's more like just simple reminders, and it's really easy, not telling you to go spend a whole bunch of money here, there, or the other thing, but just doing these simple things can really, really help out. Just keep the plant in the proper shape to survive our harsh winters that we get up here.
That's good advice. So you want to keep mowing, though? I mean, because I feel like people, now that it's cool, they think, well, now I can just put that thing away.
Yeah. Well, and people are probably noticing that their grass is growing and looking greener, even just since middle of last week with the heat and kind of cooling temperatures and things like that. So we are in a full active growing season with fall. As temperatures do diminish, that will slow, but you want to keep the top third of the grass blade kind of, that's how much you should be taking off in a single mow. And you want to keep doing that really until there's frost or the grass really stops growing, which it'll tell you. It'll start fading to brown and go dormant. But
I thought it was literally going to be like, I'm done.
It's like, I'm over it.
Well, and the key component to that is really the height before you stop going, right, for the season. And you don't want to leave it too tall, right? We want to try to slowly, gradually bring it down to like 2.5 to 3 inches or so. Because when the snowpack does happen, it doesn't create a bunch of fungus and snow mold underneath there for spring, which can just cause other problems and things like that. So there's leaves and things that we got to worry about too, and all that fun stuff.
So getting ahead of the problems that you could potentially have.
Okay, what does core aeration mean?
Super important.
Yeah.
Core aeration. We predominantly have a lot of clay soil up here, and airflow is really the biggest thing, right? I always compare it to, we need air in the soil. Try holding your breath for 10 minutes and let me know how you feel afterwards.
Not great.
Right?
Not going to happen.
Probably not too good. Well, the soil sometimes probably feels that too. Core aeration basically takes these metal tines. This is hooked up to a piece of equipment, obviously. And it would go into the ground and pick up like cores of soil, pull it out, and they look like kind of like the dog turds that lay on your lawn. That will break down over time, but this allows airflow, nutrients, moisture to get down in there and relieve that soil compaction, but also to like just get everything going inside of the soil. Airflow creates, obviously, everything the soil really needs in a natural state.
So do you do that, like you have to buy a special machine for that, or do you rent it? Or
you can do that. I highly suggest, again, keep it simple. Just hire this out or rent out the piece of equipment.
Because they'll come and do it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, the leaves are another thing.
Yeah, the leaf management is a big thing, because I learned that late in life that you're not supposed to just leave them, right? Like, what should you do with your leaves? How about that?
I'm going to make it easy for everyone, right? If you have too many leaves, then too thick of a layer of leaves, you can't necessarily do this. But if you stay on top of it every week, just mow them in and mulch them in. And whether you knew this or not, that's nutrients that will break down over time if those leaves get to a small enough state.
It's happy composting.
Totally.
I put tons of them in my garden beds.
Oh, sure.
I mean, I've got raised beds, and so when we get leaves, then I just like put them all in there at the end of the year, and then it's just going to break down all winter.
No doubt, no doubt. So there is too much of, a good thing, right? If you have like a 4-inch pile of leaves throughout your whole yard with heavy trees and all of those things, obviously that's not a great scenario.
Right.
But if you can stay on top of it, mulch them in. It's great.
Instead of also like putting them in plastic bags.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean that feels like a very bad idea.
And then
sure.
hauling them.
Oh,
No,
terrible.
It's a battle. I
Stay
understand
on top
it,
of them,
Yeah.
and then just a thin layer, mow them in.
Yep.
That's
Okay.
the plan.
Look at you.
I love it.
It's like you're the
I'm going
expert.
home to do the laundry.
Chris will be interviewing Carly
Yes.
from now on. Carly,
That's
let's
fine.
talk.
I'll be
step
here for
aside.
the next one.
All right, let's get through irrigation. You got a couple of things about watering and then when to deal with all of you fancy people with your in-ground sprinkler system. I am
Sure.
not one of those people, but what to do there too.
We're in an active growing season. We got our first rain, what felt like in a while yesterday, and our lawns were feeling that. So we are still in that active growing season until a deep freeze or a deep frost. Like our grass will still keep growing, right? So it's important to keep that water on a living plant and a non-dormant plant as much as possible without like going overboard, because like you don't want to water all too much. But the big thing is just get your irrigation blowouts scheduled, because those get sometimes backed up into like after Halloween, mid-November. My neighbor did it like after it started snowing last year. It was pretty funny. It works, but we got a little bit. Like I said, enjoy fall. This is all just kind of creating that checklist before it snows, and generally around Halloween is kind of when it does wrap up historically in the last couple seasons. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, listen, you also do some really great work, and you've got some really great merch. So we got to talk about October.
Yeah.
Look at
yeah.
you.
Super fun.
Wow. I love this. Give us the dish.
Yeah, so super fun. So, well, it's actually not super fun, but like I wanted to do something about it, right? It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's the month of October. There's a lot of pink out there, and shockingly, a lot of the fundraising efforts for those campaigns and all of those things just don't go to the best places. And unfortunately, metastatic breast cancer is one of those things that has impacted my family. It's impacted a ton of people watching here, and the funding for it doesn't really end up going there.
And this is the kind that kills you. I mean, it's very, very difficult. The prognosis is very difficult.
The stark statistic is that virtually 100% of breast cancer deaths are from metastatic breast cancer, yet only 2 to 5% of the overall funding for these breast cancer awareness campaigns goes to metastatic breast cancer.
Right.
So I wanted to do that. My wife has been diagnosed. I lost a mother-in-law to breast cancer. I've got other family members that have been diagnosed, amongst the millions of others who have, been touched by this disease. For the month of October, I've rebranded it Opetober because I'm Ope, and that's just what I do. Every single dollar goes and will be, whatever you purchase, a hat, a donation, a guide, anything, will be donated directly to a nonprofit locally here to Veranacured.
Yes.
She's amazing, Jackie. I love you. You are an amazing human being. And that is one organization that also donates 100% of every dollar going straight to the cause in metastatic breast cancer. So
it's amazing.
You can go to my site, you can go get a guide, you can go get any merch. Anyone who purchases or donates anything will also receive a cool season starter pack. It's like 70 pages worth of lawn tips and all of the things.
Oh my gosh. Maybe you could write
Did you want to
volume two.
Did you want to co-author
There
for
you
the
go.
next one?
So, yeah, super grateful for the opportunity to bring that up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's really fantastic.
Keeping it grassroots, if I do say so.
Very good.
And
yeah, watch out, Ben.
That's right. That's right. And Carly and I were saying the merch is good.
It's so
cool
good.
stuff that you want to wear. So again, 100% of the proceeds from everything Chris sells on his site during the month of October is going to be donated directly to metastatic breast cancer research. You can also donate directly to the cause on his website. We're posting a link on TwinCitiesLive.com, and then connect with Chris on his website right there too, or try to slide into his DMs or something. He's got all sorts of good stuff. Don't make it creepy.
Don't make it creepy, but this is great stuff. Just buy and support.
Yeah.
So Lawn and Garden Week will continue tomorrow, and we will be cooking with herbs that you can grow right in your own garden.
There's
Love
still
it.
time to do some really good herbs.
It's growing season,
It
I heard.
totally is.
Yes?
All right, after the break.